Okay.
Oh my god, get that detestable picture off that screen.
That's my co-caster. It's
Hey, you guys!
It's forever. It's for whoever. I don't know, Sly, you want to co-cast with me? Not yet. Why? About to.
Do they not have a person they want? Oh, Tristan. Okay. Man, I'm blind.
Okay. Yeah, Sly can't do it.
Yeah, I just read. I'll have everything monitored here. Do you want to admin me on there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if that was me, I'd shoot myself. I'm not gonna look that detestable.
I guess invite RTS Prague.
Not just Prague.
But other than
Okay.
that, I guess we are getting good to go here. I got Iroku. He is going to be my admin for this match, and of course myself, Adonis, Team Evolution lead. So here we are. We're Team Evolution versus Glatariun Union in a Platinum Best of 9 Clan War 5-on-5. And I think we're ready to get this show on the road. So I will be doing a solo cast for the most part, unless I get some sort of volunteers. But unfortunate events, we do have MLG, right in another channel here, and that's actually gonna make it. Actually, does kind of throw a little bit of wrench. Poor scheduling on my part. I didn't quite look at the scheduling for MLG or any of these major tournaments, but it's kind of hard to conflict against them because a lot of players want to watch them, and Clan Wars are just kind of conflicting schedules. So hopefully it doesn't interfere too much, and hopefully we have some great games tonight. Alright, now we are underway. Of course, we're going to have some golds to kind of sub in for the platinums, but this was intended to be a solid platinum all around. Unfortunately, neither side can completely accommodate that due to different constraints. But that shouldn't take away from the experience nonetheless. Now, our first match is going to be a PvZ on Cloud Kingdom Ellie. Oh jeez. Got some sort of... Okay, there we go. Alright, PvZ on Cloud Kingdom. Generally, it's okay. It's not too bad or not too hard for Protoss to take a third on this map because they can just kind of wall off. And Zerg doesn't want to be fighting at the third ramp with wall offs because... you could get sandwiched in, and Colossus can actually just kind of ruin your day. And this is in Wings of Liberty 2 StarCraft 2 client as well. But to get it started, we have Swater from Glatariun Union, the pink Zerg spawning in the top right. Good luck, have fun, he says. And Raegan representing Team Evolution as the blue Protoss spawning in the bottom left. Now, Now, as we did mention, this third is going to kind of be relatively easy to defend. Zerg does not want to attack up this ramp if it does manage to go into a middle to the late game. Building walls, gateway, 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 gateway over here, completely making it safe. And, you know, as I was saying, Protoss can just Colossus up here and sandwich in Zerg forces if they choose to attack in there, which is very, very bad idea. Already we see an extractor trick. Now, this isn't very highly recommended. 9 Overlord is always believed to be the best Overlord, the best economic, and you know, just best all around. So a little bit of mistake already coming from the Zerg player. You know, that's not enough to quite give the lead to our Protoss just yet, but you know, you definitely don't want to just be forfeiting little advantages like that along the way, because they do add up. Overlord's going directly across here. And scouting drone. He's going to be able to get in here, see any sort of fishy play. And now this pylon is going to be a telltale sign. Forge down at the ramp here. Or a gateway, rather. We have yet to be seen. But, you know, that's already going to let them know that it's either going to be really gateway, like two gate pressure or something silly like that, or forge fast expand into a nexus. But, little bit of timing difference here. Might even be Nexus first. He did kind of wait for a high amount. Nope, nope, nope. It is going to be that Forge, okay? And already waiting for that hatchery. And it's not going to be there just yet. Spawning pool does go down first. And this is a Forge. This drone should see this any second now and be like, okay, I'm glad I did go that pool first build. And, you know, he doesn't have to worry too much about a triple pylon block, because we do have these rocks here. A little bit of micro going down for both these players. Look at that crazy rally. Should be throwing down a pylon here. The drone's trying to scare away that probe, but it is not going to happen, and it might just get picked off, and it does. The probe goes down, and we should be seeing a wall off, or not a complete wall off, but a cannon rather. There we go. Here comes the cannon, and of course the sneaky pesky little drone with the crystal in his mouth feels accomplished, sees everything, sees the nexus, sees the cannon timing. And, you know, with those early indications of how early that nexus goes down, how fast that cannon comes around, you can already kind of determine there's no tricky pylon cannon shenanigans going down at that third, so pretty standard. Actually, this is kind of not standard for Wings of Liberty. This is an early gas around the 1920 mark for supply for the Zerg, so that's a little bit early. And if this does get scouted by a probe, which it probably won't, Raegan opting to leave his probe at home to kind of block off, make sure no Ling run by and get any further scouting info. But, you know, that is an early gas. That's going to be fast speed or faster banes, or maybe even roach aggression. We'll just have to wait and see. Queen doing the inject there. Gateway on the way. Nexus is going to be finishing up. And that second gas coming around for the Protoss. Now, just 2 links. He's not opting to make any more, you know, and that's just fine. He's not going to be able to do any damage with it anyways. There will be a zealot out in time to defend any sort of aggression from any 4 to 6 links, so making 2 is absolutely fine. Not a problem with that whatsoever. And you know, right about now is when the Zerg needs to start taking a third, and I think that's exactly what he's doing, sending them out preemptively to sort of get a head start. Roach Warren on the way, and kind of a decent timing. And +1 started. Now, this is actually pretty pivotal. If the Zerg gets up here and he sees this +1 going, he already can assume, hey, there's going to be a +1 timing attack. There's going to be, you know, additional. It's going to be like a 6 gate or a 7 gate or something like that. Maybe even Immortal Century all in. But I would like to see this Zealot replaced with that probe, and I think that's exactly what we're about to see. Beautiful timing. No third base just yet. And, Overlords are getting a decent spread, keeping an eye on common proxy pylon locations and here at the ramp as well. Going to be flying around to get that third, maybe sack that Overlord later on. Of course, he's going to be setting that up. 3 additional gateways coming down, halfway done on that +1, and yeah, this is actually shaping up to look like a 7 gate. We haven't seen a Robo just yet, and you know, Protoss is trying his best to stay on top of. Oh, Twilight Council. Protoss doing his best to stay on top of the supply cap. Chrono Boost on the Cyber Core. Now, if this is seen, it should be seen by the Zerg. Yes, he does see that chrono boost on that cyber core, and that is absolutely pivotal. You don't really chrono boost that too much unless you're going to be defending early aggression from the Zerg. But there was no scout. There's the Protoss is playing kind of in the dark. He doesn't really know what's going on. He didn't scout any gases. He didn't scout a roach warren or anything of that sort. So, he can't really respond by getting out faster warp gate. But for the Zerg, that's a huge sign. This +1 wasn't quite scouted just yet, but the warp gate on the warp, or the chrono boost rather, on the warp gate is a telltale sign of an early rush. Now we have 4 gateways, a 5th coming down and another forge with Twilight Council. And, not quite sure what research we're going to be seeing out of the Protoss just yet. We do have +1 range coming from the Zerg player here. And a layer, so still kind of neglecting that gas on the 2nd and 3rd gas as well. And this is that Overlord we were talking about. He's going to be flying in here, seeing all the tech. Still no research coming out of this Twilight Council. Now this could be a mistake. I don't know if Raegan here, maybe he hasn't made up his mind, or he doesn't quite have the gas